loves, it's your girl DeeDee, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. So I am back with another reaction video. Now this comes from a woman who says women should not settle, and every time women want to level up, people have a problem with it, and she thinks that you should not listen to others. Just go for what you know, go for what you want, and don't worry about the rest. So I'm gonna play this clip for you guys in a second. Before we get into the clip, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Also make sure you hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos or go live. So we're gonna jump right into this video. I definitely want you guys to chime in and give your thoughts on this one as well. So without any other further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Here we go.
Why is it that when black women start leveling up, people tell us, you can't have this, you can't have that, you need to humble yourself. We've dated the men who worked at Walmart. We've dated Kroger. We've dated drug dealers. We've dated scammers. We've dated these men. Just because he make $12, $13, $14, $15 an hour, y'all, that does not mean he's faithful. Stick to your script, sis. If you want him to be fine, chocolate, tall, dark, handsome, have this, have that, sis, that's what you want. Don't allow other people to dictate for you what you should have and what you shouldn't have. The world is yours.
All right, so y'all heard what she had to say. And listen, I will say this. I don't think there's anything wrong with you having a preference. We all have a preference, and I don't think people should dictate to you what your preference should be. But when it comes to a point where your preference is not working for you, then that's when you should change it. And I think a lot of women are in this delusional state where they think that just because they have a preference and that's what they want, that the men should not have a preference. And when it comes to dating, I think a lot of women don't understand. Listen, you could have you 6 feet tall, 6-pack abs, 6 figures or more, tall, dark, handsome. He has everything, muscly. He has all of the requirements that you want. But you got to understand there's something missing there. If you don't have the qualities that he wants, then he's not going to pick you, sis. And you can't get mad. Just like you have certain qualifications or qualities that you look for, he has same qualities and things that he want in a woman as well. And because women, you are the gatekeepers of your body and what you want to do with your body, men are the ones who gatekeep relationships and marriages. They're the ones who have to decide if they want to be with you or not. So the man with all of your qualifications and all these qualities, if he don't want you, then what? You can't get him. So it would make more sense to, while you should have, you know, things that you look for in a man, while you should have certain qualifications for a man or certain standards, you got to make sure that you meet the standards for the type of guy that you want. And this is why so many people are single. The men over here saying we're not settling for these types of women, and the women are saying, well, we're not settling if you don't have it. So that yields you single. But you got to look at yourself and see if you have the qualities that the men are looking for. And I think a lot of women don't want to, I'll say this, they don't want to adhere to what the men are saying they want, but you want them. This is why when these women talk about, oh, I've met men who made 6 figures, I've met these type of men that I want, but these men, they didn't date you, they didn't want you, they didn't marry you. Why is that? So when you hear women who say all the time, oh, I'm in a circle of all these high value men, I'm in a circle of all these men who make this type of money, who have these type of careers, I'm in that circle, but none of the men are checking for you. None of them are taking you seriously. Why is that? And this is where you have to self-reflect. You have to look at yourself and say, wait a minute, if I'm around all these millionaires, or I'm around all these high value men, or these men who make this substantial amount of money and look good and have all the qualities I want, and they're not looking to marry me, then that you have to look at yourself and say, hey, what do I need to change in order to attract the type of man that I say I want? Women have wasted so much time focused on themselves and what they wanted, and then realize that the men want something too. It was never a focus on what men want. Who cares what he wants? It's all about the woman. It's all about what we want. What we want. You forgot that it's not all about you. It's about the two people who decide they want to be with each other, and if they have things that they want out of each other. If a man look at you and you have the qualities he wants, then he gonna go after you. If he has qualities that you want, then y'all mesh that together and make it work. But if you're sitting here thinking that it's all about you, I'm the woman, I'm the prize, right? Then this is why a lot of women don't have what they want, because you gotta understand that it's not all about you, sis. Any man really of any quality, because it's not about just the money factor, but it's a man who has standards, and he's a quality man, and he's looking for a quality woman. There's certain things he's gonna look for for in that woman. And if you don't have it, I don't care how much you think you the prize. I don't care how much you think your standards should be higher and you should be, you can level up in your head all you want. If you don't have the qualities that that man want, the type of men you say you leveling up for, they ain't not gonna want you, baby. Y'all gotta understand that going getting degrees and all that is not what the men are looking for. The things that the men are looking for, you guys don't want to give it to them. Y'all don't want to be submissive wives, supportive wives. Y'all don't want to be fit, feminine, and all that kind of stuff. You want to be aggressive. You want to stay with your aggressive mentality. You want to have your degrees and all that and be strong and independent, but you want a man of a certain caliber, and that man of that certain caliber do not want the type of woman that you've become. And I think that's the dilemma that a lot of women are facing. Y'all got to understand, y'all not getting the man that y'all want because you're not the woman that he wants, and you shouldn't diminish him or try to put him down because he has standards. You can't force him into one single mothers. The majority of these women out here are single mothers, and these men don't want to raise your kids. That's your kids. And the fathers, whoever the fathers are, these men don't want to do that for the most part. Then you're aggressive on top of that. You're masculine, you're independent. You don't really need a man, but you want one somewhere in your life. These men don't want to be afterthoughts to y'all, and y'all don't want to do anything to give them a little bit of what they want. There's no compromise. A lot of these women don't want to compromise. You call that settling. And as long as women are thinking this way, they're going to continue to be single. They can continue to complain, talk about ain't no good men out here, but no, the men you want don't want you. That bottom line. And if you want some type of companionship, baby, y'all call it settling. I call it compromising. You're going to have to compromise for something. You just can't think that you're going to get this man with all of these qualities and you don't have to do anything or work on anything.
You're not just wrong, you're stupid.
And then you also got to understand too, once you say you do get the man that you want, you got to understand that a relationship is work. You don't just get into the relationship and then all the work just stops. No, the work is gonna just begin because now you're in a relationship, you're living together, you're bringing your lives together, you're building together. It's gonna take work. It's not gonna be a walk in the park. You gotta understand, in order to maintain anything, it takes work. So y'all gotta understand, it's not a cutesy-tootsie thing that you see on social media. Relationships and marriages are work. It's a constant compromise. It's a constant working together, constant communication, constant loving each other, constantly going through the ins and outs of relationships and staying strong and building together. Because if the love is there, then you're going to be able to maintain the relationship no matter what y'all go through. It's not about just getting the relationship, getting the man or getting the woman, but you also got to know that it's work as well. Anything that's worth something, it's going to take work to maintain it. That's just how it is. And if you're trying to go around that, then you're going to find yourself single. You're not going to be able to maintain anything because you're not willing to put in the work. So listen, y'all chime in the comments. Let me know what you think. I want to hear your thoughts on this one. Make sure you hit that notification bell to be notified when I go live or post new videos, you guys, and hit all so that you will get all of my content. So that is it. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Be safe. I'll see you later. Bye.